Wednesday, March the 7th, 2018, to you. On Friday the 2nd, US President Mr. Donald J. Trump announced he would impose a 25% tariff on imported steel and 10% tariff on aluminium. He also tweeted, "Trade wars are good and easy to win." The presidential statement took place while the US was taking part in NAFTA negotiations with Canada and Mexico. By the way, the Canadian delegation was infuriated. As for the Mexicans, I guess they must have been quite frustrated. Mexico's president, Mr. Enrique Peña Nieto, has taken an appeasing, even obsequious attitude towards Mr. Trump lest his administration could jeopardize NAFTA. Personally, I had intended to write about NAFTA, but situation changed. Yesterday, Mr. Gary Cohn resigned as director of the National Economic Council, Mr. Trump's top economic advisor, in other words. Mr. Cohn, a registered Democrat who had previously worked in Goldman Sachs, quit in protest against such protectionist turn. Politically, Mr. Cohn's resignation is quite costly for Mr. Trump's administration. His departure means a distancing between the White House and New York City's financial elite. Here goes another ally, fellows in the West Wing could have said. Also, GOP Congress people are deprived of an important liaison to the White House. Economically, those tariffs certainly harm the economy, both in America and overseas. That measure would affect industries which purchase imported steel. According to experts, steel and aluminium tariffs could also invite retaliation. Indeed, the EU is already weighing whether to hit a wide range of US exports from motorcycles to orange juice. Watch out, Florida. Not to mention the uncertainty measures of this kind create. Investors could well end up demanding higher yields on their loans. Ironically, the White House announced there could be exceptions. "I'll have a right to drop out countries or add countries," Mr. Trump himself told reporters at a cabinet meeting. In my opinion, the president may be just trolling around. Perhaps by announcing tariffs, he's seeking some kind of reaction from his voters. Why would Mr. Trump bite the media and the markets? Surprisingly, the answer could be too simple. Steel and aluminium let off workers, particularly those who live in the so-called Rust Bowl, were the ones who put him into office. He's counting on them to prevent a major Democratic victory in the midterm election due in November. So we should expect even more controversial announcements as election date is getting closer. In sum, he's stealing political support. The world is still on.